Hello everyone, this is our 25th year celebration and I just want to share with you our journey. So get ready for the ride.
I am very excited about our 25th year anniversary. I started with the dojo in 2001 when it's just began, took a small break and came back. So it's hard to fathom the amount of time that we spent in the community working on that.
I am so excited about our 25th year anniversary. We have been in business for 25 years, and for 18 of that, I have been a part of it. And so this is just so amazing to be a part of this whole legacy and community event. This is a community thing. It's not just about us, it's about the people that we serve. And so I'm really excited about our 25th year.
I am excited. I was really happy to be here for almost half of that, and it's crazy to think about that much time has passed and seeing everyone grow up, and the kids I used to help back a long time ago, seeing them get all big. It's a lot. It's kind of makes you feel old.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the 25th anniversary of the dojo. It's really crazy to have been a part of it. It's just insane to think that it's already been that long.
My father, raised us up to defend ourselves, and he was an amateur boxer, so we would do some training at home, and he built me a home gym when I was a child. And so growing up, that was the fun part of how I got started in martial arts. Before I started my martial arts school, I wanted to open my own school, but I just didn't know how to go about it. And financially, I was working in the hotel business, and I had a 1965 Impala Super Sport. I sold that for $1,500, and that's how I started my school on Mesquite Street. And it was hard to let go of something that you truly treasure. Yes, I can. It basically stems from there, yes. And so I've trained in other martial arts schools, and and some of the top martial arts schools, they have a saying, yes, I can. And so that's believing in yourself. And so I basically ran with that. But yeah, it's been ingrained in me since a child, that yes, I can attitude and believing in yourself. And that's something we do in the dojo. We talk to the students, and when they walk onto the mat, they say, yes, I can. And it's just empowering them to believe and that they can accomplish and have a good class. And when they compete, they do well and they believe in themselves. One of the things I tell people is my goals was, to become a black belt. Did I do it? Yes. One of my other goals was to win a championship title. Did I do it? Yes. Another goal was to open my own school. Did I do it? Yes. We have dojos. The other thing was is to follow the path of creating opportunity for others, in the future of martial arts, to be able to give students goals to be able to accomplish and seek their passion in life. I've had students come in through my doors, at age 3, age 4, and now, they're in college or they're graduating from high school, and it's so empowering to watch them grow up as little kids, and now they're adults and they're going into adulthood. I have some students that have already grown up and had children and brought their children over to our location as well. And so it's very impactful for us to be able to be around so long and be able to impact the kids and see them grow up to be good parents, to be positive influences in the community. And that's the ultimate goal, is to build life champions and have them grow up to have the life that they really want to live. And if we can help out in any way, encouragement, being here at the dojo, inspiring them, that's what we want to do. For some of you that know, I had a son in 2023, and so I'm already an older father, and so it's like I'm just thinking, how do I want to impact him? I want to be able to give him the life that I wasn't able to give my other children, because I have more opportunity, more time to be able to spend with them. And for my children, I want for them to always remember that to have faith in God. That is number one. Number one is God. And then the next thing I want them to know is to take care of themselves, mind, body, and spirit. And that's what I want them to do. I want them to take care of themselves. And, you know, to never give up. Life is going to hit you hard. Life is going to try and tear you down. Let me tell you, I've been through so many different things in the last 25 years. And there's evil people in the world. There's going to be people that will try to tear you down. But all you can do is have faith and keep moving forward, no matter how hard life hits you. That first time when I was actually looking for a dojo, a place to start teaching martial arts, I called the mayor. And the mayor basically, at that time, he said, oh, we already have some kind of martial arts program in our Mershite Recreation Center that we had. And I said, okay, so that door closed. And so I started putting together a plan of how much money I needed and how much what I needed to do. And so I found a place on Solano. It was more commercialized on Solano. And then I found a place on Mesquite Street where I grew up in that neighborhood. We grew up a couple of houses next door to it. And something told me in my heart to go back to Mesquite Street and go back to that neighborhood and give back to the kids in that neighborhood, because that's where I grew up. Hello, I'm Eli Guzman, owner of Guzman Martial Arts. We've been in business for 25 years, and we have the mayor here, and I'm just gonna pass this on to the mayor.
Hello, my name's Eric Enriquez. I'm the mayor for the city of Las Cruces. I'm extremely proud of Sensei Guzman and all he's done with his business, Guzman Martial Arts. He's been around for 25 years. That's a feat in itself that's impressive. I just want to say thank you for the years of inspiring kids. You not only teach self-defense, but you teach self-discipline. Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you, Mayor. I'm here with my grandma Maria Reyes Moreno.
Hi, Grandma.
Hi. Well, I was working here in Las Cruces at that time, and when Sylvia called me that he was going to be born. So I rushed. I got the day off and took off in my car and went to see him being born. And I said, he's mine. My firstborn. He was such a tiny baby. There's a picture of him right there with me. Oh, where did you put him? He's my first one.
So that's when I was a baby?
That's when he was a baby. I'm 86 years old already. I was 61 when he was born. He was mine. Nobody else, it's just mine.
Yeah, she usually says that to anybody that I introduce her to. She's like, he's mine, he's mine. So yeah.
Mom, Sylvia says, Mom.
So that's something that's never changed? Is his
No,
always
never, he's mine.
Is there anything that you would want to tell him for his 25th year anniversary for his karate dojo?
That I'm very proud of him, and I hope he doesn't get hurt and continue until he gets a little bit old, and he can do it. He can do it, even if he gets old. Just don't fall like your grandma.
You know, I've traveled, you know, all over the U.S. and met great martial artists. I've learned from some of the best martial artists in the industry. And years ago, we had an opportunity to, we got invited to go to, well, I got invited to go to Chuck Norris's 75th birthday celebration in Las Vegas. And at the time, I was so busy. I mean, trying to run the school, and I was teaching the majority of the classes. And I told my staff or my students at the time, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to go. You know, we just don't have the people to teach classes. And one of my instructors now, she's my program director, and she says, are you crazy? You have the opportunity to go meet Chuck Norris, and you're not gonna go. She says, you need to go. We'll take care of everything here at the school. And I was just like, oh, okay. I was just like, and so sure enough, you know, I go and call one of his black belts up, and I say, yes, I'm going. And so I end up making the arrangements, and I go to Las Vegas. Great bunch of people out there. Chuck Norris's people are just so great. And I actually got to meet Chuck Norris and Chuck Norris's wife and Chuck Norris's mom, who's recently passed away. You know, the man is phenomenal, great personality, as well as just looking at how impactful he's been through the years, you know, being an actor and meeting Bruce Lee, and you know, his dojos have, you know, been going around for a long time. And I was able to meet all of them and sit one table next to his, and you know, it was just an amazing feeling. Not only that, but I actually competed at his event. I wasn't planning to compete at one of the event. One of his black belts had mentioned, hey, you know what? Did you bring your gi? And I was like, yeah. And then he says, well, you want to compete? And I was like, well, I didn't come to compete. I was just a guest there, you know, just, you know, looking at their programs and how they did things. And so I went, and he said, jump on the scale. I was like, ah. So I ended up jumping on the scale. It was a jiu-jitsu tournament. They had karate and all these other events as well, but it was mainly for jiu-jitsu, BJJ. And so I jumped on, got in a division. I ended up winning the world championship title for that tournament. And it was just a great experience. It was just, you know, the opportunity to be able to go out there and meet, you know, great people. Chuck Norris is just you know, a gentleman. That's what I have to say. He's just a gentleman in his family, and I'm just grateful for opportunities. And I wasn't gonna go. Thanks, Sarah Bybee. One of the hardest things that we actually had to go through was COVID in 2020. So I remember sitting in the dojo, and we had a parent, and he looked very concerned, and he told me, hey, you know, they're canceling NBA games. And he goes, something huge is hitting, and we just don't know what's going on. And during that time when they started shutting everything down, we had to close our doors, and you know, I think that was one of the hardest things that we were trying to figure. There was so much unknown, and I truly believe that you know, having faith in God and leading me in the direction that I needed to go, we shut our doors down. But what I ended up doing was moving into my dojo, living in my dojo. We ended up going into Zoom classes and trying to keep the business going alive. And you know, there was a sacrifice that I had to do during that time, and live here at the dojo, work every day. And it's just a mentality that I believe that some people have, you know, never give up, never die, just keep moving forward no matter what happens. And I truly believe that was one of our hardest obstacles that we had to go through, because, you know, I think 40% nationwide, you know, schools closed just like that. And so I told myself, hey, let's go on to Zoom. Let's do some. I think COVID was one of the hardest things that we had to go through. We survived. Not only that, but we opened up our second location in the mall, and it was an opportunity for us to grow, even though we didn't know what the future held, because everybody was still wearing masks. We didn't know if it was going to go backwards, you know. But you know, you just got to keep moving forward and have the faith and believe in God, and that's my biggest thing that I have for people to really have faith and have a foundation and believing in God. What I would give my younger self growing up is to have more faith in God. I will tell you, like, there's so many people that are going to try and convince you not to do something. Basically the naysayers, you know, they're gonna have naysayers out there that say, no, you can't do that, no, you can't do this, you know, that's never been done before. And to say, you know, whatever you feel is in yourself that you can accomplish or you want to do it. That would be my biggest advice to myself. I would like to thank God first for the opportunity to have life here on this earth. I think first of all is God, giving me the opportunity, to live this life that I've lived, and I would like to thank, my parents, for raising me and teaching me the values that they did. My grandparents, first dojo on Mesquite Street, 255 North Mesquite Street, and I still remember the address and that little building, and then we ended up expanding. But the cool thing was, going back to my old neighborhood and giving back to the kids in that neighborhood, which, we actually, the first week that we were there, first month, week to month, we were there, we were on the front page of the paper for something positive that came into that neighborhood. And of course, during that time, during the years that we were there, I mean, we had, people coming in, wanting to start trouble or whatever, because there was a lot of gang activity in that area and drugs. And so, like I said, we were on the front page of the paper, and it was something that, was great, coming to that community. And then before you know it, we were bringing in people from all over Las Cruces, from all aspects of, north, east, west, south, rich, poor, whatever. And it was just something, because we were just doing something so great, and we built our legacy off of, that Mesquite location. Yeah, and I just feel like we've had such a journey. Our journey's been, from, starting at Mesquite Street, and something told me to go to Mesquite Street, start my school there. And it was just, I just look back and I loved it, and so we just kind of outgrew that area, and we came to Main Street, and now we've been at Main Street for all these years. And we have our other location in the mall, so we've had little satellite locations, through the years as well, helping other schools out, and of course I've impacted, a lot of the community and doing school talks. It's been something I've been doing for years, and I go to elementary schools or, talk to the youth, and I go to different events and kind of speak, on whatever topic they really want to, from bullying to self-confidence to just learning self-defense, So basically that's what we've been doing for all these years, is building champions and leaders all our lives.
Well, positivity is definitely a big thing, because I mean, it's not going to be easy all the time. You're going to have rough patches. If you go to competitions, you're not going to win all the time, and that can be really devastating to someone who's not used to losing, or someone that's having a rough time in their life. And having a lot of people there to support you and understand and always try and help you, it really helps you want to keep staying there, because it feels very welcoming and very open to you.
Martial arts means a lot to me. It started out as just something fun to do with some friends of mine as good exercise, and it's become something I'm really passionate about. I have learned things that I really feel empower people, and so I love to share that knowledge. So it's become something really important to me. I've learned how to do hard things. I've learned how to be a better leader. I've learned how to teach and communicate and just constantly look at ways for improvement.
Martial arts, I love martial arts because I learned a lot of good values from it. I learned discipline, and I learned respect, which is a big part of what I feel is important now.
Well, martial arts means to me the art of dedication, focus. I mean, perseverance. It'll get hard at times, but it's really worth it in the long run. It'll teach you a lot of life skills, and it's really just about learning, getting better, and always improving. We're like a family. We like to build each other up and help each other get better all the time. And I really like that we have the option of multiple times, multiple locations. It's really nice to be able to find something that fits you and have a family that's always there to support you whenever you need help.
What does martial arts mean to me? That was a question I asked. I did a documentary and I asked that question. I have to answer for myself now. Martial arts means to me just being confident in yourself and showing others that you have that confidence to be yourself, and yeah, just being the confidence that you have in yourself.
Martial arts means to me to become embodied with the martial arts through mind, body, soul, in works of respect, discipline, self-confidence, to become a martial artist, not only just in the dojo, but in all aspects of life.
What makes a great dojo environment is its culture. And we have the best families you could ever ask for. We have such a strong community in our dojo, and parents and families that just are so supportive of their children on the mat, but also supportive of us collectively. And that culture, you can't create that any other way except for these great people that come together and just are so wonderful.
What I think makes a great dojo environment would be the culture of parent-student working together, the instructors focusing on those students, working hard to get them to their next belt promotion, working on perseverance with students. I think that is what makes a great dojo environment.
I think what really makes a great dojo environment is just the people around. Just it's always so welcoming. We have signs where they say like the dojo family and stuff, and that's just really true. It's not just like a marketing metaphor. It really is a family here.
What I think makes a great dojo family is the ability to, like, we have like a great family here. We are able to build each other up when we need it. We're very understanding of each other's levels and different skill ranges. I mean, it's really great, and we have so many options for schedules and classes. It's nice to be able to find somewhere that fits you and fits your schedule and still be able to train just like everyone else.
What makes a great dojo environment is the parents. They're just like an amazing crowd to be with. Whenever like something great happens with the students, like, oh yeah, they did amazing. Did you see my daughter's sidekick? We have that amazing environment here, and the kids are all hyped up. So when two worlds connect, it's just gonna be really fun. The dojo environment's gonna be it's gonna be great. So yeah.
My best memory with Sensei Guzman. Wow. I would probably say breaking my brick to get my first degree black belt. It was just a really crazy moment. He was very supportive. He gave me a big hug. It was a wonderful moment. I really felt like, wow, he's like actually proud of me. It was really, really nice.
My best memory with Sensei Guzman. There's a few. One of them would probably be, I was like a brown belt at the time, and he wanted, like, we were doing an inter-school tournament. I was not okay with doing tournaments at that time. I was super in my own shell. But he came up to me and my dad, and he told us that I would be a really good competitor, and he thought I would do a really good job. And so he kind of motivated me to start doing tournaments, and I'm really glad he did, because I actually really enjoy tournaments now. I love competing and seeing like all the other schools and their styles and stuff. So yeah, that's probably my favorite memory with him.
He used to teach like all the classes, so I used to actually be able to work like one-on-one with him. And one of the key memories that I had was back when I was a little dragon and early beginner. He would actually like spar with the kids. He'd like work with them, and he'd spar multiple of them at once. So I was one of the people that actually we would like kind of like Rendori spar kind of for practice, and it was a really fun time. And I remember it was with one of my friends. It was a really great time, and it was great to be able to spend that time with Master Sensei while on the floor.
So my favorite memory with Sensei Guzman is I did a tournament. It's like I think my first or second tournament in El Paso. I have a photo of this. I was crying. I was so scared, and I'm just like, please, Mom, I don't want to do this. No, please take me out. And Sensei got down to his knees, and he's like, hey, it's okay, you got this. And I always carry that memory with me whenever I go to tournaments. Like, don't be scared, sensei's there to protect you. And whenever a student's like crying, I'm like, I really hope to give them that moment. So sensei gave me that moment, and I was just really happy with it.
My best memory with Master Sensei Eli Guzman would be our journey to Muay Thai fights. We've traveled to Arizona a few times, and I have competed in Muay Thai, kickboxing, full contact. Quite a few times. We've lost, we've won, but we've always learned.
We've been through so many different things from the very beginning with, being in business going on 25 years. So 25 years is a huge accomplishment, staying in business and keeping your staff for, that have been with you for 20 years. So it's very like, it's how would you say, it's like, I must be doing something good. And I mean, so, to have people that are sticking around and I just, from Jared to Diana to Sarah, all of them have impacted me in a certain way, and they bring value to the dojo in different aspects, so from, being instructors to being program directors to being my assistants, they're all, special people to me. So, I'm just truly grateful and thankful for the opportunity for them and them stepping into the door of the dojo and becoming mentors and, supporting a great cause, which is, the value of martial arts. I have been teaching martial arts for over 30 years. We're planting a seed, and when we plant that seed, it's gonna blossom into something great, and that's what we want. We want our students to leave here and feel confident about themselves and feel, they make a difference in the world. We have myself, we have Sensei Jared, we have Sensei Sarah, and of course our black belts that are on the floor, and they're becoming leaders and becoming people who others look up to. And so that's where, Sensei Sarah, a lot of these kids look up to her. Sensei Jared, a lot of the kids look up to him. And, it's just one of those things where it's just like, it evolves. And, we wanted to carry on, after I'm gone, I want to be able to know that I impacted, this earth and left it a better place. We're hitting 25 years and we're going to hit another 25 years. So I've got another 25 years to live and impact and grow, and new opportunities, for everybody else, to grow and be a part of the Guzman martial arts legacy.
One thing I would really like to say to Eli Guzman would be thank you for everything like he's shown me. It has really helped me, in my future. I am really thinking about having my own dojo someday, and it's really only because of him that I've started this path, found my confidence. That has helped a lot. I'd like to tell him thank you.
If there's anything I had to say to Sensei Guzman, it would just be thank you so much for everything. It's been a crazy ride, and I really, really appreciate all that you've done for not just me, but everyone in the dojo. It's just truly thank you so much.
The thing I want to say to Sensei is thank you, Sensei, for teaching me all these years, dealing with all my jokes, dealing with every video concept I come up with, my everything. Just thank you. You're an amazing person. I love you from the bottom of my heart. You'll always be with me no matter what. And if something happens in the future and I need you, I'll hit you up with a call.
My deep gratitude for the blessing and opportunity to, first of all, learn martial arts from the very beginning, and then to be able to work in such an awesome environment and with such good people. I'm truly grateful.
What I would like to say to Master Sensei Eli Guzman is thank you for all of these years. It's been a blessed time, and I continue to look forward for many more years to come.
And I would like to say, thank you to my grandma, and thank you my other grandma that is still alive today, and I love her. And she, she was part of raising me up as a baby, and all of my family members, thank you. My children, I love you, I adore you. Thank you for being in my life and and letting me be a father to you. And I just want to say thank you, and I love you, and all my mentors that have helped me through the years, people who were my instructors, I'd like to say thank you as well. I'm just truly grateful for the opportunity of life, you know, and meeting all the people that I meet, and to the future people that I meet in the future, you know, I treasure to meet you as well, and I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you, and I love you.
Hi, I'm Bianca Diaz, and I am Guzman Karate.
Hi, I am Alex, and I am Guzman Karate.
Hi, I'm Addison, and I am Guzman Karate.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn Rivera, and I am Guzman Karate.
Hello, I am Jared, and I am Guzman Karate.
I'm Master Sensei Eli Guzman, and we are Guzman Karate. Yes, I can.